We are ready to go.
Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And who will be handling this from the state?
I'll begin with it.
Okay. All right, and we can go on the record, and I'll swear you in on the record. Okay. All right, we're here on the record in cause number 2422-CR02788-01, State versus Ramon Chavez Rodriguez. At this time, I'm going to swear in the interpreter. You are raising your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will well and truly interpret all questions and answers which may be put to you from the English language, Spanish language, and back to the best of your knowledge and ability, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. All right, the defendant is present with his attorney, Mr. Goulet. The state of Missouri is represented by Assistant Circuit Attorney Grant Simon. Mr. Goulet, do you have any announcements?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Your Honor, Mr. Rodriguez has given me permission in cause number 2422-CR02788-01 to withdraw his former pleas of not guilty and enter pleas of guilty to count one, which is the death of a law enforcement officer. It is a Class B felony, Your Honor. My understanding is the state has nollie pros plea count 2. He will be pleading guilty to count 3, which is a Class D misdemeanor, and it is driving without a valid Missouri license, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, sir, I have to ask you a series of questions, so I'm going to swear you in. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but are you raising your... Oh, there we go. Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. What is your full name?
Ramon Arnaldo Chavez Rodriguez.
And is Sean Goulet your attorney?
Yes.
He said that you have agreed to plead guilty today to the 2 remaining charges. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you're charged with 1 count of DWI resulting in the death of a law enforcement officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And 1 count of operating a vehicle on a highway without a valid license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to talk with your attorney about these charges?
Yes.
What's your birth date?
March 27th, 2000.
And sir, are you married?
Yes.
Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 5.
How far did you go in school?
6th grade.
And before you were arrested, were you working?
Yes.
What type of work were you doing?
Construction.
Before this case, have you ever pled guilty to a crime?
Yes.
Have you ever had a jury trial before?
No.
Do you suffer from any mental illness or disease?
Not mental, I just am hyper.
Okay. Do you take medication for that?
Yes.
Does that medication affect your ability to understand what you're doing here today?
No.
Do you have any other health issues, sir?
No.
Are you taking any other medication than what you just talked about?
Yes, I am taking some medication because I have a lot of dreams about my past and also everything that's going on.
Does that medication prevent you from understanding what you're doing here today?
No.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Has your lawyer explained these two charges to you so you understand what they mean?
Yes.
Have you spoken with him enough to make a decision whether or not you want to plead guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand you don't have to plead guilty? You could have a jury trial.
Yes.
At this time, I'm going to talk with you about your jury trial rights. Do you understand that if you had a trial, your lawyer would be with you through the whole trial?
Yes.
And if you had a trial, the state would bring witnesses in to testify, and your lawyer could cross-examine them.
Okay.
And if you had a trial, then your lawyer could bring in evidence and witnesses on your behalf.
Okay.
Do you understand that if you had a trial and a witness did not want to come in, you could subpoena them in to court?
Yes.
Do you understand in a trial you have the right to remain silent and not testify?
Yes.
And if you chose not to testify, then the prosecutor and I could not say anything to the jury about your silence.
Yes.
And if you went to trial, you would be presumed innocent, and the state has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
Do you understand that before you could be found guilty, all 12 members of the jury would have to agree on your guilt?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're found guilty at trial, you could still appeal the verdict?
Yes.
So by pleading guilty today, there's no trial, no appeal, and the rights I have asked you about, you're waiving those.
Yes.
I'm going to ask the prosecutor to tell us what the evidence would be if there had been a trial. Please listen to what he says. And Mr. Simon,
Thank you, Your Honor.
obviously keep in mind the translation.
Yes, Your Honor. Were this matter to proceed to trial, the state would prove beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about September 22nd of 2024, St. Louis Metropolitan Police Officer David Lee was assisting on an accident scene on Interstate 70 when he was struck by the defendant who was driving a car.
All right, 1 second, please. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Despite the efforts of bystanders at the scene who witnessed the incident and took Officer Lee's technology to call officers to assist, Officer Lee later passed away as a direct result of those injuries. Those injuries include, but weren't limited to, blunt force injuries to his torso, his lower extremities, his head, his neck, his upper extremities, fractures in his pelvis, hemorrhaging in his spine, rib fractures, lung lacerations, tibia and fibula fractures, including attempts for emergency amputations that were ultimately not successful. The defendant was driving over 15 miles an hour above the speed limit in rainy conditions when he lost control of his vehicle. He spun out and he pinned Officer Lee between his car and Officer Lee's vehicle. At the scene, the defendant made spontaneous statements to officers acknowledging that he had been drinking recently. A search warrant was obtained for the defendant's blood. And subsequent toxicology tests performed by the Missouri State Highway Patrol showed the defendant had alcohol, ketamine, cocaine, and methamphetamine in his system at the time of the crash. Additionally, a toxicologist would have testified at trial that alcohol, that drugs, or a combination of the two would have impaired the defendant's ability to drive a vehicle. And furthermore, Your Honor, the defendant did not have a valid driver's license when this incident occurred. This incident occurred in the city of St. Louis, state of Missouri.
Thank you. All right, sir, did you hear what the prosecutor said?
Yes.
And is what he said true?
Yes.
Did you do what he said you did?
Yes.
Mr. Simon, what is the range of punishment for these offenses?
Judge, for a Class B felony, the range of punishment is 5 to 15 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. And for that Class D misdemeanor, the punishment is a fine up to $500.
All right, sir, do you understand the range of punishment?
Yes.
And what is the state recommending in this case?
Judge, there is no agreement between the parties in this case, and so the state is recommending this get set for a sentencing hearing where at that time the state will ask for a sentence of 15 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections consecutive to a St. Charles probation sentence that has already been imposed.
And sir, do you understand the state's position on your sentence? Has anyone promised you anything about your sentence in order to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Has anyone promised that you'll get probation in this case?
No.
Has anyone told you or promised you what sentence I am going to give you today? And do you understand that you cannot take back your plea if you do not like the sentence that I give you?
Yes.
Sir, have you told your lawyer all of the facts surrounding the crimes that you've been charged with?
Yes.
Has he fully answered your questions?
Yes.
Has he done everything that you've asked him to do?
Yes.
Did anyone tell you not to tell me the truth today?
No.
If you did have a trial in this case, are there witnesses that you would want your lawyer to bring in for you?
Yes.
And have you talked to your lawyer about those witnesses?
Yes.
And do you believe that your lawyer has contacted those witnesses for you?
Yes.
Do you have any complaints against your lawyer?
No.
Do you have any other cases or charges pending against you here or anywhere else? Has anyone threatened you, intimidated you, mistreated you, or any member of your family in order to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
How do you plead to the one count of DWI, death of a law enforcement officer, and one count of operating a vehicle without a license, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
The court finds that the defendant's plea of guilty is made knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently with a full understanding of his rights in a jury trial and the effect that the plea has on those rights. The court also finds a factual basis for the plea and accepts the defendant's plea of guilty to one count of DWI, death of a law enforcement officer, a Class B felony, and one count of operating a vehicle on a highway without a valid license beyond a reasonable doubt. At this time, the court will order a pre-sentence investigation and will defer this matter for sentencing. And I will get with the attorneys and we'll pick a date. Yes.
Your Honor, should the court also inquire his immigration status also has consequences for a plea of guilty? Should the court put that on the record?
Yes, I will do so. Thank you, Mr. Goulet. Mr. Chavez-Rodriguez, do you understand that by pleading guilty today, this can affect your immigration status?
Yes.
Have you spoke with your attorney about that?
Yes.
Has he advised you of what might happen to you and your immigration status if you, by pleading guilty in this case? Mr. Goulet, anything else on that topic?
No, I think that covers it, Your Honor.
Okay. And you had that conversation with your client, I assume?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So we will pick a date approximately 6 to 8 weeks out for sentencing, and we are off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.